The sound of a heavy silver coin clinking into the vending machine slot made my stomach drop. I ran across the room, but it was too late. My nephew had just fed an 1893 S Morgan silver dollar worth roughly $4,000 into the machine to buy a bag of Skittles. I'm not exaggerating. That specific coin was the crown jewel of the collection my grandfather left me. It was graded -50 Australian dollars. It was history. And now, it was sitting in the coin return mechanism of a soda machine at a community center rec room. No! I screamed, skidding to a halt on the linoleum floor. My nephew, Tyler, 9M, jumped back, startled. He was holding a plastic baggie. A baggie that was suspiciously heavy. What? Tyler asked, his eyes wide. I was just getting snacks. Mom said I could use the change in the jar. The jar? I gasped, grabbing his wrist. Tyler, show me the bag. He opened his hand. My knees nearly gave out. Inside the Ziploc bag were about 20 heavy, silver discs. I saw the distinct eagle of a peace dollar. I saw the gold glint of a 1/10-ounce gold eagle, which is the size of a dime. I saw walking Liberty half dollars. Where did you get these? I whispered, my voice trembling. In the big glass jar on your desk, Tyler said innocently. The one with the lid. It was just quarters and stuff. It wasn't a jar. It was a vintage apothecary jar I used to display my raw coins, the ones I hadn't sent for grading yet but were still worth hundreds each. But the 1893 S? That was in a slab. Tyler, I said, pointing at the vending machine. What did you just put in there? A big dollar, he shrugged. I had to break the plastic case to get it out. It wouldn't fit otherwise. I felt the blood drain from my face. He cracked the slab. He took a $4,000 coin, cracked it out of its protective casing, and fed it into a machine that dispenses 50-cent candy. Don't move, I ordered him. I pressed the coin return button. Click-clack. Nothing. I pressed it again. Click-clack. The machine whirred. It dispensed a bag of Skittles. But it didn't give me my change. The machine thought it was a standard dollar coin, like a Susan B. Anthony or Sacagawea. It accepted it. And because the item cost $1.50 and Tyler had likely put in $2, the machine kept the silver. I crouched down and looked at the coin slot. I couldn't see it. It had dropped into the internal hopper. It ate it. Tyler complained. I wanted my change. It ate $4,000, I choked out. My sister, Sarah, walked in from the hallway, holding a magazine. She saw me on my knees in front of the vending machine. What is going on? She asked. Why are you yelling at him? He spent the coins, I said, standing up. I held up the baggie I had confiscated from Tyler. Sarah, he took the collection. He just put the 1893 Morgan into this machine. Sarah looked at the baggie. She laughed. Oh, relax, she said, waving her hand. It's just pocket change. I told him he could grab some quarters for the arcade. I'll give you a $10 bill. That should cover it, right? It looks like a bunch of old quarters anyway. Ich zerrte her. I looked at the baggie in my hand, which contained roughly $15,000 worth of precious metals and numismatic rarity. I looked at the vending machine that was currently digesting my inheritance. $10. I said, my voice rising to a pitch I didn't recognize. Sarah, the gold coin in this bag alone is worth $300. The one inside that machine is worth $4,000. Sarah rolled her eyes. You and your stories. It's money, OP. A quarter is a quarter. Stop trying to scam me. Come on, Tyler, let's go. Your uncle is being weird about his pennies. She grabbed Tyler's hand. If you leave, I said, blocking her path, I am calling the police. This is grand larceny. Call them, Sarah scoffed. Tell them a kid bought Skittles. See what happens. She pushed past me. I turned back to the vending machine. I grabbed the sides of it. I shook it. It didn't budge. I needed the key. I needed the owner. And I needed them right now, before someone else bought a Snickers and my 1893 Morgan got mixed in with a pile of zinc waters. I slammed my palms against the plexiglass front of the vending machine. I could see the Skittles bag dangling on the spiral, taunting me. Somewhere in the dark, metallic belly of that beast sat my grandfather's legacy. Stop it. Sarah hissed, grabbing my arm. People are staring. You look like a lunatic attacking a soda machine. I am a lunatic. I shouted, spinning around. Your son just fed a down payment on a car into a snack dispenser. I clutched the Ziploc bag of rescued coins to my chest. Sarah reached for it. Give those back to Tyler, she demanded. He found them. Finders keepers. Found them. I stepped back. He stole them from my office. Sarah, look at this. I pulled out a Walking Liberty $50. It was heavy, worn smooth by time, glowing with that distinct white-silver luster. Read it, I said, shoving it in her face. It says, $50, she read, squinting. See, it's 50 cents. What is your problem? It's silver bullion, I explained, trying to keep my voice steady. Even if it was melted down into a blob, it's worth $20. But as a collector's item, it's worth $50. And the one in the machine? The 1893 Morgan? There were less than 100,000 minted. It is rare. It is worth $4,000. Sarah laughed. It was a loud, barking laugh that echoed in the quiet hallway. Oh, my God, you are such a liar, she scoffed. If it was worth $4,000, why does the government stamp $1 on it? It's legal tender, OP. That means it's worth $1. That's how money works. You can't just decide your quarters are magical. It's numismatics. I yelled. It's history. Does a classic Ferrari cost the same as a 1990 Honda just because they're both cars? No. You're confusing me with your nerd talk, she waved her hand dismissively. Look, Tyler is crying because you took his treasure. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you $5. That covers the dollar he spent, plus $4 for the silver or whatever. Keep the change. Now give him the bag. She pulled a crumpled $5 bill from her purse and tried to tuck it into my shirt pocket. I slapped her hand away. The bill fluttered to the floor. I don't want $5, I said, my voice dropping to a dangerous whisper. I want the coin back. And if I can't get it back because it gets scratched in the drop bin, you are paying me the full appraised value. $4,000. Sarah's face went red. I'm not paying you $4,000 for a coin I can find under my couch cushions. You are trying to scam family. Mom was right. You've become so greedy since you got that collection. It was Grandpa's collection. I reminded her. Well, Grandpa was a hoarder, she snapped. And clearly, he passed it down to you. Come on, Tyler. We are leaving. Your uncle is having a mental breakdown over pocket change. She grabbed Tyler's hand. Tyler looked at me, tears in his eyes. Can I have my gold coin? He sniffled. The shiny one. No, I said. It's just a Chuck E. Cheese token, OP. Sarah yelled. Let him have it. It's a 10th-ounce gold eagle, I said. It's solid gold. Get out. Just get out. Sarah huffed, grabbed her purse, and stormed out of the community center, dragging Tyler behind her. I'm telling Mom you pushed me, she screamed over her shoulder. I was left alone in the hallway. I looked at the vending machine. I couldn't leave. If I left, someone else might buy a soda. The coins might drop into the return slot. Or the vendor might come to collect the cash box. I pulled up a chair from a nearby table and sat directly in front of the machine. I wasn't moving. I dialed the number on the service sticker on the side of the machine. Hello, I said when the operator picked up. This is an emergency. I need you to open this machine immediately. I will pay you whatever you want. It took 3 hours for the vending machine technician, Dave, to arrive. I paid him $200 cash just to show up on a Saturday. He opened the machine. We sifted through the coin hopper. There were hundreds of quarters, dimes, nickels, a few Sacagawea dollars, but no Morgan silver dollar. It's not here, Dave said, wiping grease on his pants. Sometimes, if a coin is too big or heavy, it jams the sorter or drops into the overflow bin. But the overflow is empty. Did you see it go in? I saw it, I said, feeling sick. My nephew put it in. Well, Dave shrugged. Maybe it got stuck in the chute and the next guy got it. Or maybe it never dropped. Either way, it's gone, buddy. The coin was gone. Whether a lucky snacker got a $4,000 prize or it was wedged in the mechanism where we couldn't see, it was lost to me. The appraisal. I went home and catalogued the rest of the baggie. Tyler had taken about 20 coins. Most were recovered, but 3 were missing besides the Morgan, 2 gold eagles and a rare key date quarter. I took the remaining collection to a certified coin dealer the next day. I needed proof. The dealer, Mr. Henderson, appraised the remaining coins in the baggie at $12,000. If the missing Morgan was an 1893S in similar condition, Henderson wrote in his report, the value would be approximately $4,500. The missing gold coins add another $600. Total loss, $5,100. The invoice. I didn't call Sarah. I sent her a certified letter with the appraisal attached. Subject, demand for reimbursement. Sarah, your son destroyed a lost coins valued at $5,100. Please remit payment within 30 days. She texted me a photo of the letter in her fireplace. Caption, get a life. The court case. Issued. In court, Sarah was hysterical. She brought a jar of pennies to the stand. Your Honor, she shouted. He is insane. He thinks old money is worth thousands. Look at this penny. It's worth 1 cent. He is trying to rob his own sister. I handed the judge the appraisal from Mr. Henderson. I handed him the receipt from the vending machine technician. I handed him the police report I filed for theft, which the cops took reluctantly, but took nonetheless. The judge was an older man. He put on his reading glasses. The judge said, have you ever heard of the 1933 Double Eagle? It sold for $7 million. Just because it says $20 doesn't mean that's the value. The plaintiff has provided expert valuation. But Tyler is a baby, she cried. He wanted candy. He took property from a private residence and disposed of it, the judge said. And you, as the parent, facilitated it by telling him it was just change. The verdict. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,100 plus court costs. Sarah screamed. She literally screamed in the courtroom. I don't have $5,000. I have credit card debt. Then you should have checked what your son was putting in the machine, the judge said. The aftermath. She refused to pay. I garnished her wages. It took 2 years to get the money back. She has poisoned the family against me. My cousins think I'm the greedy uncle. My mom is neutral, which means she thinks I should have let it go. But I used the settlement money to buy a new 1893S Morgan. It's graded. It's beautiful. And it lives in a bank safety deposit box downtown. I don't keep coins in the house anymore. And I definitely don't keep Skittles.